do you believe in repetitive numbers? And I was like, no.
You're not coming for any sleepovers.
I'll leave. I'll wait for you to fall asleep, then I'll leave. When people meet me, they're like, you're not fat and short.
What do you mean? You look 5. You look like a baby. Yeah, I've not started yet. Oh my god, now the pressure's on. I'm like, oh my god.
It's fun.
Pandey and welcome to the So Positive podcast. They say that 2 negatives make a positive. इतनी मैथ्स तो सबने सीखी है, पर मैथ्स की तरह मेरे लाइफ में भी एक फॉर्मूला है. Actually, it's my mom's formula. She says, when your heart is in any pain, talk to someone sane. And that's why there's no one better than Prajakta Kohli, aka Mostly Sane, to have positive conversations with. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for doing this. Thank you for being here.
Can I just say, I think you're doing a fab job.
Yeah, I've not started yet. Oh my god, now the pressure's on. I'm like, oh my god.
It's fun.
No, but I'm happy I'm starting with you because I feel like we're friends.
We've spoken before.
Okay, but we're friends also.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I'd like to believe
friends.
that. Okay,
We
good.
also have a lot of common friends.
We do have a lot
that
of
we
common
love.
friends.
This
Yes.
is great.
This is great. It's going to be like we're just like, chatting on my couch at
Chilling.
home. We're chilling. Okay. So I actually think you're the perfect person to talk to because you have been very open about talking about mental health on your channel. But what is one specific moment or experience that made you feel like, okay, now I really need to prioritize my mental health?
Like prioritize talking about it, or like for myself?
Both. I think where you felt like, okay, I have to, and then also what made you feel like you should be talking about it.
So talking about it actually started very organically with my audience for me. Like in 15 or 16, I did a video on World Mental Health Day speaking speaking for body positivity and how it had affected me growing up. Like I always grew up super skinny and I used to hate myself, and I never waited for like anyone else to shame me for it. Like it was a very internal process for me where like, no, I don't like how I look and stuff like that, and I feel like that's something that a lot of us kind of grow up feeling, and I just shared that as a way of starting a conversation on my channel, I remember. But the response that I got to that video, with how vocal people got in general in the comment section, I started getting like I got thousands of emails over the next few weeks, is when I actually thought that, okay, you know what, there is so much more to the potential that a YouTube channel has than what I was doing. So
and
that's
also
how I started
conversation.
a conversation, yeah. So that's how I started talking about it. For me, it has been like a learning throughout the 9 years that I have been a creator. Like everything is new. Every new experience that comes in kind of just makes me cope with it differently. Then 5 years ago, I started acting. Like I moved out a little bit from only creation, and that came with its own set of hurdles mentally. So then you do that. Then now I'm writing. So I'm just like, it's an uphill battle. But as long as you're honest about it with yourself.
But what was like the first change that you made, and you were like, okay, I'm going to do this to prioritize my mental health? Because I know you work out. That's something. Like I see you, and you do this thing where you say, "Well done, P," which I love because you're like, you're giving yourself positive, reinforcement that, okay, I did it. And I know how tough it is to get out of bed and do that one workout. But it really makes a huge difference.
You're a different person after that. I mean, for me, everybody asks me this, where they're like, okay, what is your goal weight or what is the kind of body? I said, whatever changes come in my body, wo to bonus hai. I said, for me, after every workout, mentally, I am so good. Like, I'm more productive, I'm in a better mood. Everything's great. So for me, it's so much more mental. And so that's one thing.
So you work out every day?
I try to. I didn't work out today.
Even I try to work out at least once a week.
Like 4 days is fine at least. If you can like clock 4 days a week, I think it's fine.
But it is a lot about, like, people associate working out with physical fitness, but I think more than anything it's actually mental fitness. But you're a very proud Maharashtrian mulgi, and I love that about you. But do you feel that sometimes culturally or societally there's specific things that affect mental health or the conversation about mental health when it comes to society and culture?
I feel like, and this is just sheer luck, you've got to meet my parents.
I want to meet your parents.
They are the cutest. Also, every time there's a conversation like this happening, जैसे cousins में बातें होती हैं कि शादी के टाइम पे घर वालों ने ऐसा बोला, या शादी नहीं करनी है बट हो रही है, सो या फिर पढ़ाई को लेके ये स्ट्रेस है, या फिर जॉब के लिए जाने नहीं दे रहे हैं, डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ थिंग्स दैट विल हेल्प अफेक्ट यू मेंटली, या फिर पेरेंट्स के आपस में रिलेशन व्हाटएवर. आई यूज्ड टू ऑलवेज सी दिस एंड देन आई वुड कम होम एंड माय अपब्रिंगिंग, टच वुड, आई मीन it has been, I'm so lucky to get the parents that I did, because growing up my house has been the most empowering, nourishing place for me, which is why I don't go out. I am always home. I love being at home with my parents because and also I just turned 30, so at this point, like, the conversation.
You look 5. You look like a baby.
Thank you.
You
look 5.
You're like a baby. I thought you were younger than me.
Oh,
25.
oh wow, dude.
You look older.
No, that's not what I meant.
Your parents.
My parents, yeah. So at this point, so it's almost like we're friends. So घर में ये वाला हिसाब कभी हुआ ही नहीं कि culturally is something affecting me. Because at the end of the day, all I would care about is their opinion, and they never kind of did the whole log kya kahenge, or like this affects the community, or this affects society. That was never a conversation. The conversation was always ki this makes you a good person, this makes you a bad person. And so I never actually grew up thinking about society and like culture and stuff like that.
No, I guess that makes sense, because I feel like a lot of people, like I have a similar situation. Like my parents are my best friends. Even when I go out, I'm like excited to go home and tell my parents what else,
this
you know,
happened,
this happened, this. And I feel like sometimes we feel like our parents won't understand, you know, and that's why we get scared and we're like, okay, I'd rather talk to my friend. But I feel like they're your parents at the end of the day, and they're always going to. I think the only few, like, you know, the only 2 people on earth who are not going to judge you. You literally are a part of their body. So sometimes I feel like you should just give them a chance, you know, and if they don't understand something, you can explain it to them. Yeah, I agree. And like sometimes, like, you know, everyone is not as fortunate to, you know, be able to talk so openly to their parents. But I feel like just talking to someone is very important.
Yeah. And I get it, you know, so many times like I'll meet viewers and they'll be like, but Tarika, isn't it weird to go talk to a therapist? Like, I don't even know this person. How do I just open about my life's deepest, darkest shit with them? I'm like, start smaller. Like, if you don't want to talk to also anyone, journaling helps a lot.
Do you do that?
I do that. I stopped doing it in the past 4 months, but I've been doing it all my life, and I think I'll pick it up again. Like, you go through those phases, like, okay, now I need to journal. Like, these thoughts need to be out of my mind. But like, journaling helps a lot, or in general, just now though you have therapists that you don't even need to see or do video calls with.
Yeah, like, you can just talk on the phone.
Yeah. So any way that I feel like if you can find an outlet, it's nice.
I agree. But what is one thing that you feel like people misunderstand about you the most?
About me?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't think I'm smart enough to know.
What do you mean?
I don't think so. You know, I'm blissfully unaware about most things.
Or like, okay, what's a misconception that people have about you? And you wish that they knew that? Like, okay, I'll give you an example.
Oversharing on the internet.
No, okay, I'll give you an example. I feel like when people, before they meet me, a lot of people don't think I'm approachable, or, you know, like, I'm not approachable, or I'm not easy to talk to. But then when they meet me, they're like, oh, okay, you're like one of us, and you're like, you know.
Yeah.
So that's a misconception that I get a lot.
One of the weirdest things, and I don't think it's a misconception, and I don't even think this is an answer for it, but one of the weirdest interactions which keeps happening over and over is when people meet me, they're like, you're not fat and short.
What do you mean?
And I'm just like, what? So I don't know if this is a misconception.
It's definitely a misconception.
It's the weirdest thing, dude. And
what do you
understand
say?
where they're coming from.
So what do you say?
I said, maybe I just photograph badly, dude. I don't know.
You literally don't. That's.
It's weird, but I understand where they're coming from. Like, I know that their intentions are not hopefully bad. But it's the weirdest interactions I have every time something like that comes up.
I mean, people to me are like, "आप screen पर इतनी छोटी लगती हो, real life में इतनी लंबी हो." So maybe
similar.
Maybe the camera distorts a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a little, rapid fiery questions. Okay, if you don't like someone's post, instead of writing a mean comment, what do?
Scroll past.
सही जवाब.
Or if you don't already follow them. Like, for me, if I follow someone but the content is not making me happy anymore, I'll just mute.
Oh my god, mute is the
Left,
best
right, and
feature.
center. It's the best.
Guys, if you all didn't know about the secret mute button, it avoids all the drama of
Yeah.
unfollowing a person,
Yeah.
and you don't have to see it.
And you don't have to see it. It's the best.
But you know, cleansing my feed has made such a big difference in
Right?
my life. It's like literally like food. It's your
Yeah,
diet.
yeah.
Because you're consuming
And
it all
so
the time.
much of your day is that.
And what I find bizarre is that the way that social media is, you're scrolling and you see like a video of a cute puppy, and the next thing will be something very disturbing,
Yeah.
and then our attention span has become so short.
Yeah.
Even our ability to react to something fully has
Yeah.
kind of gone away,
Changed.
because the moment you feel like, oh, I need to feel upset, you scroll and suddenly you're happy.
Yeah.
So it's a bit distorted in that way.
I always say this, where I'm like, you don't get to come on my phone and turn my mood off. Doesn't work like that. So
I
I
like that.
to mute everyone.
Yeah, same. And it's made a huge difference because I also didn't know unknowingly what was triggering, you know,
Yeah.
my anxiety and my
Yeah.
mental health. Seeing like the smallest of things can throw
Yeah,
you off.
yeah.
You know, following people around. Oh, today ye wo kar rahi hai. She's on a holiday. This one's meeting this director. I would
And
start feeling so
and yeah,
anxious.
you don't know what can play what.
Yeah. So doing that actually helps a lot. When you're overthinking, instead of panicking, what do?
I just take a nap. It solves
Simple.
so many problems. Or like eat something really salty,
Okay.
like ramen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I like
Something
that.
Fatty and salty.
And instead of stalking your ex, what do?
I don't have an ex. This
Oh.
boy that I'm engaged to, I met. Thank you.
Oh, you've been dating forever.
Yeah, like 12 years, dude.
That's
And uske pehle ke exes don't count. Like
Ah,
I've
so-
had an ex, but I was like a child. I don't think I liked them when I was with them. When you're that young.
Okay, now थोड़ा भारी होने वाला है. Tell me, you don't have to share, but when there was the lowest moment in your life, or you felt you were extremely low, how did you pick yourself up? And in retrospect, what do you think was the right way to handle that situation? Do you think you did it correctly, or you could have done it differently?
You know, it's weird that you asked me this question because I'm going through something right now. And I think the only thing that has helped me is just showing up every single day. Even if I don't show up 100%, but still showing up at work. And this is work-wise only, but that is it happened with me when I had my first content blog, where I think the only thing that saved me was that I didn't stop uploading content, even though I knew it was bad content. But
Content blog?
Content blog
It's
is
like
when I-
writer's blog.
Yeah, like
Okay,
writer's
yeah.
blog, where I just couldn't write, or I didn't have the motivation to keep creating content. This was in 2017. I made peace with them after that because a lot of blogs kept coming. But in general, I feel like just showing up every single day works for me.
Yeah, I agree with that as well.
Yeah.
And I hope everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine.
Okay. And okay, this is a random question because I do it and I believe in this. But do you believe in angel numbers?
I don't know what angel numbers are.
Like, you know, when you just randomly pick your phone up and it'll have like 333.
No.
Do you not?
Pankti asked this to me from my team. She asked this to me yesterday. She's like, "Do you believe in repetitive numbers?" And I was like, "No."
Is that not a thing? But I'm very like superstitious and like,
You are?
yeah, fully.
Even I think I am a little bit. But angel numbers I've not. Do you?
Okay, then what's the weirdest dream that you had?
The weirdest dream that I had.
Do I want to know
You
this?
know Mao?
answer? Yeah, I know
Yeah.
Mao.
So Mao and I was staying over at
Mao
Mao's
is
house.
her makeup artist.
And she worked with Muskan on
Call
Call
Me
Me Bay,
Bay.
where you were there. So Mao and I was staying over at her house, and I woke up in the morning and she's like, "Dude, you know what you did last night?" I said, "What happened?"
That's
Did
the
I do?"
scariest statement
I said,
ever.
"What did I do last night?" I said, "I was here." She's like, "No, you woke up in your sleep and said, no, he's there." And you pointed at the wall and said, "Jack."
That is terrifying.
But
I
it
would
comes,
never let you sleep
but,
in my house
But
again
do you know
after
where
that.
this comes from? It's so cute. Have you watched Anyone But You on Netflix?
No, I haven't seen that.
So watch it. And in that it's a love story. And in that they reenact the Titanic scene, and then he falls in the water, and then she says Jack, and that's where it came from.
So it wasn't like a scary
Yeah,
ghost
it was
trapped in the
it was
wall.
my dream, but it was weird for Mao.
Weird for me also.
It's
like
weird
that.
for you.
Yeah. I mean, you're not coming for any sleepovers to my
I'll leave.
house.
I'll wait for you to fall asleep, then I'll leave.
But you're always invited on this couch.
Love that.
Thank you for being
Hey,
here.
that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, it was like quick and easy.
It was nice
But you really said some nice ones. I like you're not allowed to come on my feed
phone
and turn my mood off. I'm going to use that. I'm going to put that on a t-shirt.
Do it.
It's going to be my statement.
Do
But
it.
thank you. This was so helpful.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so glad you're doing a podcast.
Yeah?
Because I'll tell you what, both Muskan and Mao tell me, listen, a misconception, not misconception, something that people don't know about you is that you have a great sense of humor. And they've been telling me so many things, and she's like, I was like, Ananya is so funny and I hate that people don't know about her.
Thanks.
But it's true. So you should do more of this so that people can see that.
Okay. Did I do fine?
I think you were a 10 on 10. I had a great time.
So today, sitting here with Prajakta, I felt like कि मैं एक पुराने दोस्त के साथ बैठकर गप्पे मार रही हूँ and I had the best time. So my so positive homework for you guys today is to call up an old friend and ask them how they're doing. And together, let's make kindness go viral.
Bye.
Bye.